describe just the vibe right now?
I mean, it's pretty good for a team to be down 0-3. Everybody seems on the upbeat, seem optimistic about our chances, so that's good to see.
Do you think it's a vocal thing or an individual thing? Is someone speaking out, or is it just individually guys who just know what's going on?
I think individually we got a pretty good mindset as a team. As far as individuals, we gotta. Everybody's been in tough situations. Everybody understands what's at risk and what stage we're on. So to see everybody coming in, communicating, smiles, jokes a little bit is great. It's great to see.
Rich, what's the biggest thing when it comes to surviving something like this that's never been done before?
Take it one quarter at a time. I mean, a lot of people say one game at a time, but you literally got to take it a quarter at a time. You got to try and slow them down the first quarter and the second quarter. And obviously, they're a big third quarter team. So as long as we take it one quarter at a time, we should be all right.
How do you mentally approach Game 4 to keep this series alive?
I mean, just know that our back's up against the wall, and if we don't win, I mean, it's over. So, I mean, if that's not enough motivation for you, I don't know what it is. This is the finals, and we just got to come out and play the way we know how.
Yeah, rough finish for last night, but is there anything that you review after you review this morning you can take sort of positively away from the way you guys performed last night?
I mean, we played well defensively on Clay and Steph, made them take tough shots. They didn't particularly shoot the ball well until Steph hit that one shot at fourth. It was pretty big. I mean, that was great, but we got to figure out a way to guard KD. So there's a lot of positives I think we could take from that game.
What do you think was the difference, especially on Steph coming off of that historic game and then into Cleveland?
I think our how aggressive we were with them more than anything. On our switches, we got into the ball. The bigs did a great job when we switched and blitzed. So if we can keep him to the numbers that he shot yesterday, then we give ourselves a great chance.
LeBron said that the Warriors are like comparable to like the Patriots. No room for error when it comes to them. When you think about the errors or the turnovers in this last game, do you think it was more mindfulness or just their defensive activity?
A little bit of both. We had a few turnovers where, I mean, KD was just so long and long arms and tall. He's just pretty much snagged one out of the air in the corner. I think Brown was trying to pass the Kev or somebody like that. And, I mean, I took a few bad shots that could have been turnovers. So, I mean, it could go either way. Everybody's trying to make the right play, playing hard. So, I mean, we can't dwell on that part. I mean, they're a great team. They're probably one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they're going to make you make mistakes. It's just a matter of how many you make.
Speaking of not dwelling on it, short-term memory for you in this series, I mean, what did you learn, especially coming out of Game 1 and then to have a game like you did this last one?
I mean, I just live by a short mindset, regardless. If I play well, night's over, get to the next one. So whether I play bad, night's over, get to the next one. It's pretty much the way I've lived my life, my whole life. So I mean, I've had a lot of bad days, so I know how to get over it.
Jerry, you mentioned the physicality, the sort of attacking with the switching, the success you had early in the game and with Steph and Clay. In the second half, though, that turns into a lot of runs to the basket. 30 points in the paint. They shoot 60% from the field. How do you wind up keeping that up for 48 minutes as opposed to 28 minutes?
I mean, when you're doing as much running and trying to communicate as much as you can, you get gassed. And we got to, in that third, fourth quarter, we can't let that happen. A few mishaps, a few of them were my fault. I can't even sit there and say this guy did that. So our communication has to be key. It has to be loud, early, as a continuous 48 minutes.
I know you guys want this season to be over, but what do you know about LeBron in particular as a competitor in elimination games?
I mean, he's Bron. I mean, he's going to come out and be aggressive and play well. That's what we anticipate, but we as a supporting cast got to go out there and play well. We got to have that same mindset he's bringing to the court.
Are you relieved no one tweeted Cavs in 7 from your account last night?
Say again?
Are you relieved no one tweeted Cavs in 7 from your account last night?
No, I was about to do it myself, but I just probably decided this probably wasn't the best time to do it.
JR, is there a sense of, I don't want to say no pressure tomorrow, but can you come out a little bit more, we got nothing to lose attitude?
Yeah, I mean, playing against this team, that's the attitude you got to have regardless of if it's game 1 or game 4 or whatever closeout game it is. you got to have that mindset. So, I mean, they're a team that you can't play with or lead with and try and coast. You got to keep attacking them the whole game. So we got to have that mindset for sure. And it's going to be what it's going to be when that clock hits 0-0. Just got to leave it all out there.
Veterans like yourself, drawing what you guys accomplished last year in Game 4 and the way that you came out and basically trucked.
I mean, there's so much going around with this team. What we did in the past, We're not that team anymore. We're not that team from last year. We're not the team from 2 years ago. We ain't the team from 3 years ago. So, shit, we ain't got the same team 6 months ago. So, we gotta come out with this core, with the guys we got, and go out there and put something together.
Last night, LeBron and Kevin talked about the slim margin of error that you have to play with when playing against this Golden State team. How mentally taxing is that for you as a player, knowing that just one turnover, one missed rebound, one missed shot could just lead to an avalanche of scoring from them?
I mean, I try not to dwell on it too much. Honestly, you start thinking too much, you try to play perfect basketball, and basketball ain't perfect. They make it look like that because they got the players they have, but basketball is not a perfect game. So whether you dwell on mistakes, trying not to make mistakes is going to happen regardless. That's just the way we play. So I don't really. You try to limit as many as you can, but at the same time, you got to play. I mean, there's no secret to beating this team. You just got to keep playing, moving the ball, whether you turn the ball over. So what? Get back on defense and try and get a stop.
JR, how demoralizing is a game like last night where you guys have the lead, you shut down Clay, you shut down Steph, and then Kevin goes off for 43?
Demoralizing? I don't think it's demoralizing. There's a lot of other things in this world going on worse than losing a game 3 at home. Does it hurt? Absolutely. But, I mean, Kevin Durant's a great player. Everybody knows that. Probably one of the best offensive players to play this game. They got 2 of the best shooters to ever play this game. So we got to understand that they're going to make shots, they're going to miss shots. We just got to stay even keel, keep a level head, and no matter what happens, as long as we give it our all, play for one another, we should be all right with that.
Jared, got here late.
Coming into tomorrow's game for you guys because of what you're facing?
I mean, if you didn't need a sense of urgency to play in the finals, I don't know why you playing. I mean, whether you down 0-3 or you up 3-0, it don't matter. To have a sense of urgency in the finals, to be able to try and find that is kind of ridiculous.
Jared got here late, so apologies if you answered this. So much conversation is about the Warriors and their offense. What is it that makes their defense unique?
They talk. They got guys who on the backside who are really good and sticking to the man, or whether they're switching or whatever. They communicate extremely well. They got guys who can play one-on-one defense as well. So, and they get a lot of calls too. So, I mean, a lot of that goes into the factor.
You guys have been resilient all season long. What did the playoffs taught you about your mental toughness, this team's mental toughness?
Oh, I mean, we're definitely more mentally tough than I thought coming into the playoffs. I mean, the guys that we have, some guys never been in the playoffs before, some guys never been in Game 7s before. And to show what they have and what we have as a team means a lot to be here in the finals.